Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you're happy watching. This is Going Tokyo coming at you with some more Little Big Planet. Doing the create mode stuff. Gotta get the tags fixed because it's Twitch. Give me a second here. We'll be right with you. Planeto, I cannot spell. Planet 3. God dang it, Twitch. Why do you fucking suck? Oh, it's Alice. It is lovely to see you on an unlovely day. I hope that you are well. I realize that's probably asking a bit much, but I hope that you are as well as one can be, given, you know, the everything that is currently going on. Fine as I can be, yeah. And I kind of figure that's probably the best that any of us can hope for at the moment, which sucks, but it is what it is. Don't like any of it, but what can we do? Yeah, I got nothing at the moment. I'm just a little bit out of it. I've not been sleeping. It's been a continuing issue, and it's kind of been wearing on me a little bit. Yeah, it's not because of the election stuff. This has been going on for a couple weeks now, but it is definitely not enjoyable. So just having a lot of trouble focusing on the life and the stuff, but we will do what we are able to do. That's all that anyone can ask of us, I kind of figure. The election stuff is the election stuff, yeah. It's messy, and we'll see where it ends up, I suppose, because it's all kinds of yeah, it's a mess. There's a whole bunch of challenges and crap. It looks like semi-credible interference type of stuff going on. But, you know, who knows if that'll actually track to anything. You know, it requires Democrats to Democrat. Kamala already admitted defeat to Trump. Yeah. So I guess maybe that doesn't... Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't... I really don't know. Oh, congratulated him on the phone. Of course she did. Yeah, I don't know how any of that works. To be honest. So I guess we're gonna be finding out. Oh, cool, this actually works. It's not gonna be, no, I mean, it's not gonna be a good time. There's no amount of good time is gonna come of any of this. This is gonna be pretty awful news. Yo, I mean, it is kind of Metal Gear. Oh, I didn't realize that I got the head movements are copied in, because I never tried it, but... to no surprise, the trip to the US is canceled. Yeah, I mean, I figured. I have a plan B in France. I thought that the plan B was for... Give me a second, because the brain is not braining. I thought the plan B was for Ireland? Ireland is also not going to happen. Okay, so there's that. Holly! Removes hat to reveal that you're piloted by a cockatiel. A cock a what? Holly, how you doing? I mean, with of course everything that's going on, but like, are you okay? Life is being kind of okay to you, I hope. As okay as anybody can be at the momento. Why right, that should be like there. Okay, yeah, that is pointing in the right direction. Alive in one piece. That is the that's the goal. That's what we want. We're gonna do everything that we can to make sure that that stays the way that it is right at the moment. Also, I was too tired on Monday to talk about this on stream, but that stuff I sent about why Twitch has, even its new politics tag thing is turning me into Joker. Is it because folks were supporting Palestine? I'm guessing that it's something to do with that, but I don't know for certain. People were complaining about anti-Zionists on Twitch. Of course they were. Right. It's very dangerous here in One Piece, acclaimed long-running anime manga. I mean, this is... Yeah, One Piece seems like a pretty bad time. Lots of pirates. I don't know if these will actually get down small enough to do what I want to do with them. Politicians literally asked Amazon reps to testify into Congress about it. I remember something about that. I don't remember if it was you that had mentioned that or if I had seen that elsewhere, but yeah, that's a lot. Pirates are only half the awful. The government might just blow up your country one day. I mean, I don't feel like you gotta go to One Piece land to get that. I feel like... Oh, okay, so it was you. You sent me the tweet. Because I do remember that being mentioned. Yo-Yo, he took a bite of Gum Gum. This is from the One Piece opening. Oh wait, that's the song? Is that the opening song? He's the king of the pirates. Do pirates, do they have a monarchy? Do they respect the authority of the monarchy? Because I kind of feel like that's the opposite of how pirates usually act. I did not think that the pirates were royalists. Sanji Cook's Chopper is doctoring. Is that Chopper's see, because I don't really know anything about One Piece. Is that Chopper's thing? Is he a doctor? He's a doctor. I thought he was just like a teddy bear. You become king if you circumnavigate the globe. What? Holly, because I know nothing of One Piece, so that sounds like it could be a thing, and I kind of hate it. He's also a reindeer guy that can turn buff. It 100% is. How hard is it to circumnavigate the globe? Is the globe larger in One Piece Landia? I don't think that these are gonna shrink down to be useful. I don't think that they shrink enough to be actually useful, unfortunately. Because these would have to be, like, really tiny to get in the text box. Nobody's gotten to the last island in 20 years since the last Pirate King died. Well, I mean, they sound like a bunch of pikers. It's 4 times larger than Earth. That's a really big... I don't know if... It shouldn't be that big. Now, oh, see, these, they start to deform, so that's not gonna work. I guess this is as small as you can get it without the letters deforming, so what does that look like? Let's see. The guy that forced Amazon to testify because he was angry at anti-Zionist is also one of the guys alongside fucking Bill Clinton that the Dems sent to Michigan to scold Muslim voters. I heard about that, and it's like, did they want to lose? Because I feel like maybe they wanted to lose, is the thing. Because, like, why would you do that? That guy Bill Clinton and I did not know about till this day, but also sent Liz Cheney. Well, I mean, we were talking about this in the last. We were talking about this in the last stream, but like, the takeaway that the Democrats are going to take from this is that they are going to need to be like even more right wing. That's going to be their big takeaway. And I hate it. I hate it so much. The Dems saying that they should care less about trans people because it only costs them the election. It totally costs them the election to care. I mean, and I am not shocked. Like their support of us is what's the word that I want? Like, I know exactly the word that I want. Transactional. It's been, yeah, I figured that's what you're going for. It's always been transactional, and it's always been like their support of any marginalized group has always been like purely transactional. So I am 0% surprised that is going to be their takeaway, and it concerns me. Well, I mean, of course, like, it concerns me greatly. Why wouldn't it? But, like, I was lucky, remarkably, that I got the passport gender change. Like, that was a Biden thing. I'll give Biden that much, but that's gonna go away. Great LVP sign. Was there... About voting? Oh, I'm voting murder. I guess this will be the thumbnail. Mostly I just wanted to see, like, if these would actually work for me putting, like, putting the text in here, or if I'm gonna need to put the text in on, in Photopea. And I think it's probably gonna have to be Photopea, but I was hoping I could do it, like, in Engine, because it would be a lot... I mean, it's easier to type in Photopea, but, like, I could set it up as like an animation if I could do it in game. Like set it up as like a codec animation. But because of like how the limit on size of how small that I can make these things, I don't think that that's gonna work out. Oh, that's right. It's not gonna. I can't do it. Why does this one over here on the right, like, why does it face me? I think it's because of the 6-axis, and I don't think there's really anything I can do to change that. Because the head motion is done by 6-axis. So if I've got these are... Because I need them to be receiving so that I could do the bob, like in the codec. So I can make a move like that. But in order to do that, I've got to, it means that also has the receiving of the 6-axis inputs. So unfortunately this doesn't work quite the way that I want it to, but yeah, One Piece for Kids intro was like, they got a random sound engineer at 4Kids that was formerly a Christian rapper and worked with the Wu-Tang Clan one time to do the intro because they knew he was a rapper. Okay, I mean, I guess. I suppose. You're gonna send me the intro. I'm gonna have to listen to it on the break, and I hate that for us. I hate that so much. I mean, I appreciate it, but I also like it's also gonna hurt. The kids shows raps are always like they're always messy as hell. But I got it set up so I can make the characters change through a cycle of different emotions, like different reactions. Although I don't know why the facial expression's not changing. Maybe I gotta set the facial expressions back to neutral. I thought they were on neutral though, is the thing. This is kinda cool though. Like, I kinda like this. I figured I'd set it up for reaction images. I'm gonna set it up so that I could cycle between characters too. But that'll have to be something that, I mean, oh, well, we're stuck in the void now. No avoiding the void now. Well, go back to create mode. Ow, 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 ow. I don't know if I'm gonna, like, if I'm gonna play with this build all night. Oh, yeah, okay, so for some reason they're just set to scared. And they should be set to neutral. So that solves that issue, at least. And then these would need to be set down to... These at 40%. To make them semi-see-through. This actually took like way less time to set up than you would think. I find that super amusing. I'm also trying to find a better hairstyle for myself. Because, like, I don't really do my hair in the bobs anymore. In the buns. I mean, I can, but I shaved off a little bit too much on accident once. And they're not, like, as fluffy as they used to be. So I usually put it in, like, the one, like, bun that hangs down over my forehead. In the Bubsy Bobcat. What? What? Why though? Why the Bubsy Bobcat? Alright. What other, like, what other costumes could we do? There's Solid Snake, of course. There's like the whole outfit for Solid Snake, and for all of the snacks. Snack. Where are the snack costumes? God, I took the day off of work, and that's just gonna make tomorrow even more difficult to do. And I hate it. We'll talk about it more later, but liberals are showing their Hitler particles about a certain group due to this loss. And it's a whole thing. I mean, this is probably gonna sound like a silly question, but like, cause there's so many groups, like, is it just like the leftist progressives? Because like, groups. Yeah, you got the S on there, and I did miss that S. Yeah, this is gonna be leftists, Arabs, trans people. I love it. I love this world that we're in. I can't tell you how much that I am just astounded and so grateful that this is the world that we are forced to be in. Particularly really fucking nasty about Arabs and Muslims. That I am 0% shocked, and I am aggressively angry about. It's gonna be so bad. I'm wondering, like, I don't know. I'm wondering what that's gonna look like over here. Cause like we're already not particularly great over here on that area, and like we do have a number of the folks that come in and try to get refugee status are Muslim, and see how much this rubs off. But yeah, there's nothing about any of this that is great. This is all just gonna be really fucking ugly. After hours. Oh, thank cunting Christ. Ploppable, it is wonderful to see you. I hate the circumstances that we see you in, but not specifically the circumstances that we see you in, but like the circumstances that we are all in at the moment. Make LBP karting inside LBP. Then you could finally play it again. I mean, there's actually a video that's up. I think that it published a day or so ago. That somebody was trying to do karting in LBP, and they were doing like a bot test on the kart, and it I mean, it's impressive for what they managed, but it's not like particularly great. It would be significantly difficult to do anything like remotely in that range, which is a shame. I would love to do LBP karting on stream, although it would be like, the sad part about that would be like we wouldn't have the online component. I don't think there are any custom servers for LBP karting. I've never heard of any, which I suppose is not the same as saying that none exist, but new idea. What's our new idea? What just happened there? That was really weird. Oh, like, I guess the tag gets deselected. Race around in Tokyo and film it and say it's karting gameplay. You get, like, I think the Mario Kart folks, I think they're getting sued. Because they keep on giving, they keep on letting people who don't have driver's licenses race in the karts, and that's not legal. That's not how that works. Go to that place that they race in Initial D, that's apparently real. I have no idea where that is. There aren't nearly enough, like, emotes. There need to be so many more. It's a rural village. Okay. People apparently just race near rural villages because they're desolated. Yeah. Okay. That's not something I expected to find out, but I can kind of see where that's coming from. I mean, I guess there's a lot less chance of you actually hitting somebody. Because there's no one to hit. Did you see the LVP asked, is she about to step down? Post the next budget. No, I did not. But that's hilarious. And fuck that dude. Fuck that dude forever. You should have said, no, I'm staying. You're gonna have to throw my ass out. What the fuck? I'm not leaving this chair. They ought to like what they could do is they could just like pick up the chair with him in it and just throw it out a fucking window. I'm thinking that would be a thing that they could do. Good on him, you know. I support his war efforts. How do we want to do this? I think what we need is we need a selector. Set it up for 5 characters. And we have 5 emitters. Like, we don't want to get too wacky with how many characters that we're loading in, or like we're potentially loading in. I should have set this up differently. I feel like I'm going to be saying a lot, and I kind of apologize for that, but it's just the way it's going to be. The thoughts, they are not flowing the way they probably ought to be. And then this one is gonna get rid of this one. I will have to hand it up to him. What do you do we have do we have to follow the drill tweet? Ishiba's been one of the funniest guys, one of the funniest LDP guys recently. I mean, if he destroys the party, that's gonna be pretty funny. Yeah, okay, you know what? Yeah, I guess I will have to hand it to him. This one time, we've got to hand it to him. God, if he blows up the LDP, it would be so beautiful, so beautiful. They picked the most unknown guy because he was not known, and he ends up causing like 30 scandals and is now fighting the. He's gonna fight everybody. He's gonna take them all on. He's gonna like, yeah, let's fucking do this. Let's goddamn do this. What a fucking goober. He's gonna form his own Ishiba only party or something at this point. He's gonna have hookers and blow. Oh wow. I can't. I can't with this jackass. It's funny, but I don't know if it's like the ha-ha kind of funny. It's like the oh god, everything is fucked kind of funny. Somehow Japanese elections have been the US ones. Question mark? Oh, they've been better. Okay. I mean, I guess better for some versions of better. Yeah, yeah. Gonna go away. I get you up in here. We're gonna want you. Oh wait, we need a emit once, lifetime forever. Appear and disappear. The other, I mean, you're not wrong about that, and that is in fact pretty wonderful news. Like that's for realsies. So I can't complain there. I mean, I could complain, but it'd be pretty shitty. Are you you're too far forward, I think. Yeah. So this needs to go back a stage. There we go. Also, the Komedo guy resigned, and then the major Ishin guys are complaining because they also had bad results. Not just complaining, they're also resigning as well. Fuck yes! Let them all resign. Let them all burn. In hell. Sorry about the coughing. I do apologize for that. In Osaka, they won every first past the post seat and increased their vote, but it was not enough to make it bad, thankfully. Okay, so it's only kind of bad. It was otherwise a really bad election night. Okay. It was bad for them. That's nice to hear. Like, we want it to be bad for them. We want it to be bad for them forever. Sweet. I think that actually works. Any bad news for the Ishin is good news for us. Ishin basically only has seats in Osaka now. Yes. This is me being very excited about that. Oh, was he? Good. I hope he's deeply unhappy. I hope he gets like nothing that he ever wants for the rest of his life. Are you where you need to be? I think you are. Okay. And then you up here. And how big do you need to be? Like about that? About that big? Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Oh wait, but are you... Did we put your... where you need to be? The guy's gotta be like one of the top 10 worst Japanese politicians, which is saying a lot. That's saying an awful lot. Like, how do you manage to be in the top 10 worst? How crappy do you have to be? It's not the current mayor guy, it's the former mayor guy that we talked about. Hashimoto? Or the dude after him, because there's also a guy that's after Hashimoto. It is Hashimoto. God, that dude is such a fucking douche. He's the worst. I'm kind of surprised that he's still freaking kicking around. Like he should have learned his lesson already. He basically still controls regional local Osaka party that's connected with Ishin on a national level. Like I would have thought, I would have hoped that he would slink off into sadness and obscurity after his whole like I want to make one Osaka thing. After that, like utterly failed. In minor Holly news, all the news has fit to make you say, "Oh, that's nice, dear." Mori made a Chinese scrambled egg with rice with Chinese chives for dinner, and it was amazing. That's more than just nice. That's super nice. I'm glad that you're eating well. I'm glad that you got some good food in you. I want to send it up this way. I'll eat some of that. I will eat that thing. God, that was like the least sensible thing that I could possibly say at the moment. I don't even know where my brain is. Alright, let's see. Well, like he's been doing the pundit thing for a while. Like he was doing that post stepping down from being mayor. She gets down on her cooking quite often, but she does so well. That's a mood that I really understand. I also hate, like, I hate that she feels that way about the stuff that she does, but, like, I do get it. Des! How you doing? Oh no, your previous save corrupted and disappeared. I hate that. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, the rubber band works. The changing emotion works. The changing character works. The emotion on the second character works also. This is freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, I made a thing and it fucking rocks. Woohoo! Thing has been accomplished. I'm getting back to my retro collection. I even bought a Nintendo new DS XL last week since my kids took over my old DS Lite. Retro collecting is getting expensive. I bet it is, though. Alice says, Hashimoto's still out there in 2024 pushing One Osaka. It's been 10 years. It's like the Titanic. It's been 80 years. Holly says, also, we found a really good Asian greengrocer at a local market a little while back, and the difference some good veggies makes is amazing. That's the honest truth. Like, no doubt about that. Getting halfway decent ingredients will improve a good, I mean, it'll improve a bad recipe too, but it will do wonders for a recipe that's actually halfway decent. No one outside Weirdos the Actual City cares about Osaka, right? Nobody did when I was there. Well, no, it's not entirely true. The folks who cared about One Osaka when I was living in Osaka were, people who were really big on austerity politics. They really wanted to gut government, social welfare services. And they saw the One Osaka plan as the way to do that. Because Osaka does have, it does have proportionally a fairly large amount of social welfare spending, because it's got a lot of poor people in it. It's as big as Osaka is, and as much of a financial hub as Osaka's been in the past, it's very much been a working class city, and it's been affected by changes in the economy and the fact that working class isn't very much anymore in Japan. So there's a lot of social spending in Osaka. There's a lot of government spending in Osaka, and there was a lot of hullabaloo that Hashimoto was ginning up, but other people were on the bandwagon for it, where well, we're spending so much because we've got the split services between the prefectural spending and the city spending. And if we just have one government, and then we've just got one set of outgoing expenditures, and we can cut all the stuff that we don't need. Which is what they always say, but what that translates to is we want to lower payroll on civil service workers, we want to pay out less in welfare, the austerity politics, gutting all the government spending. And most people were no, we want bus drivers to be paid what they're being paid, and we want garbage collectors to be paid what they're being paid, and schools, teachers getting what they're getting. So folks that were kind of in that boomer sphere of we got ours, we don't care about you, they were pretty okay with the whole one Osaka idea. But everybody else is like, no, really, no, like, we don't. This is not what we need. This is not what we want. Holly says, we had no idea how fragrant and floral carrot varieties are when they're not grown solely to be monstrously big. I did not know that. I don't know that I've ever had a fragrant floral carrot, but I kind of want one now. Des says some games cost more than the actual handheld. It's ridiculous. Plus, I'll never be able to play them all, so I'm just getting the ones I really want and will play. It's a good plan because the prices are not great. The prices have been creeping up over here. Like, you could still find older stuff relatively cheap if you're willing to, like, hunt around for it. But a lot of the more touristy places, because the tourists came in and were, like, buying up all the retro stuff, and so they could turn it over on eBay at, like, eBay prices. And they really picked, like, Akiba's picked clean. It may have replenished, maybe not, but, like, I know it's... Because I would keep an eye out for PlayStation 2 stuff, because I'm not super interested in getting a PlayStation 2 again, but, like, maybe someday it might be nice, because, like, you can do Silent Hill 2 and 3 and 4 on PlayStation 2. There's some good games on PlayStation 2 that I really like. And for a long time, you could get, like, I could get PlayStation 2, Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill 3, and Silent Hill 4 for, I think, it would have been a total outlay of about 12,000 yen. And it was pretty easy to find. Like, you could find copies of all that stuff. You could find the consoles all over the place. But it's been really hard finding PlayStation 2s in the wild anymore. So, it's not so great. Holly says, also the farmer's market is super cheap. We cut household costs by a lot. That's really good news. Like, food prices are getting really bad. We got another run of price increases coming this month in Japan on another, like, 280 everyday goods. This last paycheck, because the paycheck's been really, 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 really tight, I cut my, I'm down to just the curry. Like, one meal a day. It kind of sucks, but, like, it halved my food prices. So, yeah. Red meat, like, the pork ground beef mix that I was using for my pasta sauce, like, it's 4 times expensive what it was last year. It's like, I think it was up to 800 yen when I last did the pasta sauce recipe, and it's just like, I can't. Also, as people have been complaining about how Akiba's been gentrified since the last 10 years. Like, I am super not impressed with Akiba. Like, I don't like Akiba. It's... The strip, like, the big main street of Akiba is, like, it's all chain shops. Like, it's all big box chain shops. And, like, yeah, you can go, like, on the opposite side in the alleyways, and there are smaller shops there, but it's way too spread out for, like, what you would want to do. Like, it's a walk to get around Akiba, and it needs to be, like, a lot more compact for what they have. And the, like, the hardware shops are almost all gone. there's one building that's got, well, there's a couple of buildings that have got like hardware stuff in them, but there's like the one that was really famous where it's like really tiny shops and they all specialize in like one really particular type of thing, and it's just they're all crammed together in this one building. Like almost all of those are shuttered. They're just like empty booths now. It's about like a quarter of the shops in that market are open still. It's to the point that otaku spending there has gone really down. It used to be way better in its early days. Nagano is now the better otaku place to be in. Oh, Nakano. Yeah, Nakano is pretty fantastic. I do like Nakano an awful lot. And Nakano is, like, it's really compact. Like, it's just Nakano Broadway. Now, there's not a lot of hardware in Nakano. Like, that's, if you're going for hardware, like, you're not really gonna find it there. It's a lot of, like, geek stuff. Like, your posters and your eroge and your statues and like all of that stuff, like your plastic tat basically. It's still really cool and I love wandering around in it, like, but most of it's not stuff I'm gonna buy, but I appreciate that it's there because like it's just got a really good vibe to it. And it's also, it's maybe like 45-minute walk from where I live, so that's like really reasonable. There's also the Koala Cafe. What is the Koala Cafe? Because I don't think I know that. I kind of like, I don't want to start drinking again, and I'm not going to start drinking again. Like, that's done. I'm done with that phase of my life, unfortunately. Because, like, the Nakano area around Nakano Broadway is so full of, like, little dive bars and, like, tiny izakaya. And it's, I adore it. Like, I absolutely love walking around the back alleys of Nakano, but, like, I can't go into any of those shops because it's like, I don't drink. There's a cafe that sells koala-like looking candy and other food like koala chocolate cakes. I don't know if I've noticed that. Like, I believe that it exists. No question about that, but I don't think I've run into that. Or I might have, like, just walked past it and not realized it. There's, like, Nakano Broadway is surprisingly dense. And not all the shops are open at the same time. So, like, you'll go down one hall, and if it's the wrong time of day, it's, like, all shutters, and you're like, well, this sucks. There's nothing here. And then you'll go, like, on a different day, a little bit later, and it's, like, all these little weird-ass shops. And it's like, oh, wait, where did you come from? Like, where were you actually hiding? Don't forget to watch the One Piece thing. Oh, shit, because, like, we're on... Yeah, it's a minute before break. Well, I think I'll leave it on this screen, and I will... I'll take my break, and I will come back. And then we might look at something different that I'm building, because I think I've done... The only other stuff I'm probably going to do on this screen is make some more characters, and we might come back to that before the end of the stream, but it's not something I necessarily want to spend the entire stream on. Some other stuff I could show off. But yeah, let me take my break, let me get a stretch, and... maybe some coffee? Like, that's probably not a good idea, like, with my sleep schedule being as fucked as it is, but I also really like coffee, so it's, you know, it's kind of a problem. But, and I will watch the One Piece thing, and I'm gonna try not to freeze, because let me tell you, it's getting pretty darn chilly. But, take my break, I will be back.
No idea.
Alright, I am back. I watched the One Piece wrap, and it wasn't like I've definitely heard worse children's cartoons openers. It's iconic. I didn't know that that's why they called it One Piece. So I feel like the wrap it served its purpose. It educated me to the premise of the show. And really, like, it's hard to ask for more than that. This is the thing I've been, see you in 30 minutes. We'll still be here. As far as I know, we'll still be here. Unless there's, like a great plague. Oh my god, Holly! Holly, I just saw this shirt, and it's, fantastic? Is fantastic a word that I can use here? I feel like it is a word that I can use here. I gotta turn the camera off for a mo, so we actually look around this. How do I turn this off? Well, I guess what I can do. I just put a counter here. Okay, good. I think that, yeah, that starts the camera. Excellent. I guess I didn't have any music set up. Oh, because I know I don't have any music set up, because I was using a different song for the video I did for this. So I should put some music on really quick here. No. 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 They really knocked it out of the park with the first game's interactive music, and then none of the other songs are really that good. Like, all the other songs are passable at best. Oh, fudge. No, don't do that. There are too many things that can be connected to in this set, and it makes it really hard to wire to anything. Holly, I want to say, I don't know if you're still in the chat or not, but I want to say that I super appreciate that you send me all of these Kojima things, because they're fantastic. All your Kojima edits are wonderful. But yeah, this is the new set that I've been working on, and I'm gonna be trying to do a project with this. I don't really know what the project's gonna be yet. Also, I don't know what this is. Like, what is this sticker panel? What are you? This is nothing. This sticker panel is just here? I don't know why. Oh, I did see that. Yes. That was a bit of a surprise. I guess maybe it shouldn't have been. He's quite an old man, but... He was 88. He was pushing it. I bet his neighbors are fucking happy. Oh, that's what that is. You goofy girl. I love his house. I've had no problems with his house. I think it's fantastic, but I do know that his neighbors did not love his house. And it's a shame because it's so great. This TV actually, I got it to change. It changes stations, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. I need to change the setup on it so that it's something that I can control from inside the scene. Right now it's automated on a timer, and I'm not gonna want that when I actually use this, but... He directed a movie. Like, I honestly didn't know that. I need to check something. Oh, wait, I already had one down. He did a movie called Mother, which stars himself as a fictionalized version of himself in a horror story about his real-life mom. That sounds like it could be a lot. Is it not fantastic? Why are these not triggering? They should be triggering. Because I think they should be independent of... Oh, I guess it's taking its sweet time. Oh, wait. What is... like, why are your lights not on? Right. Wait, why are you set to go backwards? You should be going forwards. But your light's still not on. Oh, I know why. he actually did 3 films, but it seems like Mother's his last one. Okay. Okay, so that does turn on. I screwed those up. That's on me. I'm a goober. His first one seems to be a short adaptation of his manga, for the NHK of all things. Huh. That's weird. It's a man of many talents. I mean, he did Drifting Classroom, which is just chef's kiss. Like for most miserable anime or most miserable manga that you can make. He also put out like 8 music albums. Oh shit. I did not see the movie. Was it good? Was it live action? Oh, Soup, how you doing? Building the Mangler in real life to save America. America's gotta save itself. Aside from the awful, how are you, Soup? It's not one of Obayashi's best, but it's peak at moments. Alright. Well, I'm pretty sure it's not capable of that, so it's Manglin time. It's always Manglin time with you. I'm tired, but I'm glad to be here tonight. I'm glad that you're here tonight. I'm sorry that you're feeling so tired, but like that's a mood. The man has been served a bad burger in Lego City. Build the Mangler, save America. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, I missed a bit. The movie, hold on a second. In the movie, the school is the international school, and Obayashi cast several foreigners for that, so you just have a random American guy that speaks English for like most of the movie. Why? I feel like, I think the poor American guy who like can't speak Japanese would probably be the first to go. Also, why do I feel so like gross and hungry? I actually feel really gross. Hold on a second. I had a big ass lunch. There's no reason I should be feeling like this. When you go to get the expat that shows up in Japanese media to be there for a long time, it's always funny. Maybe. I don't know, the expats that show up in Japanese media don't seem to be treated particularly well. Maybe we don't deserve to be, but... Maybe you've got a nutrient deficiency or something. It's possible. I don't know. It's always a distinct possibility, yeah. drink 20 cans of milk? Why? I mean, I like milk, but I think that would just make me sick. Why does Ollie look so worried in this pose? Like, is it because it's the drainpipe pose? Does the drainpipe pose, like, make characters look worried? I don't want Holly to look worried. Soup, I can't make these books look right. Like, I actually worked the sizes out, and they're sized correctly. Like, hold on a second, let me fix this pose. Like, they're taller than a coffee mug, right? And I got my coffee mug out. Oh, hi! Popping by to say, don't say anything actionable that is contrary to the establishment's interests outside of secure channels. Stay safe. Hi, this is very good advice. This is, you know, wanna keep that in mind. Don't want anybody to get arrested or investigated. But also, you should be getting rest. I hope that you are getting rest. But Soup, I got myself, I got my coffee mug, and I got a Tonkabo. You know, because those are roughly paperback size. You know, they're a little bit taller than an average paperback, but like not too much so. And I set up the Tonkabo next to the coffee cup, and it was like, oh, it's about this much bigger than a coffee cup. But they just, like, they don't look sized right. I'm in bed and yawning. I do miss being here, though. We miss having you here. And you are always welcome to be here. I just want you to also be getting your... Oh, zoom out! Sorry. Sorry about that. I don't know why, like, I completely misread that as zooming in. And I'm like, okay. But yes, if you feel like you've got the energy to be with us, then please do. But when you are sleepy enough, then by all means get your rest. To be honest, only the yellow ones look off to me, the others look fine. The yellow ones are a little bit new. But I did resize the book since I talked to you the last time. Like, so these are a little bit different than the ones that showed up in the first video that I showed you, when you had mentioned that the sizes were wrong. So paperbacks are a little bit longer? I don't know. I mean, I'm looking at my bookshelf right now. The DVD boxes are the tallest. The DVD boxes are a little bit taller than a Tonkabo. The PlayStation 4 boxes are a little bit shorter than a Tonkabo. But, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to do a continuing thing with this project. Like, I thought it would be kind of neat for, like, doing, I guess just, like, random vlog stuff. Like, not on a particular topic, but, like, sometimes I'll get things I want to talk about in chat that I get distracted and I can't talk about. Not chat's fault, just the fact that I'm very distractible. and like do just like a quick 15 minutes on a book that I really like and have it dedicated to that, like just do a live action filming and put it on the green screen. But at the end of the day, it's like there's only so many topics that I could actually talk about. It could also make off-screen footage look more presentable. Off-screen footage look more presentable. I'm not certain what that means precisely. Like if you wanted to put, oh, okay, okay. Like where we were like phoning with the phone camera, like we did with the ruins of the carp. I had considered that actually. Al says I need to ask you how we're doing the remote roundtable because of the new label rules. Well, like, I mean, I don't have any problems labeling a stream as political. Like, I'm not monetized, so it's not going to hurt me with advertisers. We're never on the front page, so, like, the labeled rules don't really affect me in that way. The biggest worry I would have with the label stuff is like that it would attract people that we wouldn't necessarily want to be here. But if having the stream labeled as transgender for the past like year and a half hasn't brought down any wrath on us, and it really hasn't. Doesn't it open you up to a ban if you say something big Amazon doesn't like? Well, wait, like, I'm gonna have to go through their policy again, but I didn't think that the policy strictly outlined things that we couldn't talk about. I think the policy did say something about, like, if you don't label your channel, but then you talk about topics that, like, are quote-unquote political, that can raise, like, a channel strike, but, I mean, it's something that this is a good reminder that it is something that I should take a more thorough look at, but because of the nature of our channel being what it is, like non-monetized, we're not an affiliate, there's not a lot that we do that would attract that kind of attention, and there's not a lot that they can threaten me with beyond, like, just getting rid of the channel outright. Twitch updated the wording of the new rules because people complained. It says now that if you talk about from your lived experience, you don't need to label, but they also, a bit of streams need to be labeled if they're talking about topics in so-called derisive or inflammatory ways, which can easily be used by bad faith actors. But, like, a divisive, not derisive. Oh, okay, that's okay. I misread that. I guess I don't see, like, I don't see how the labels affect us. It's not like it's not like if we got shadow banned, so to speak. Like, it's not like that would matter. We're already effectively shadow banned for being such a tiny channel. Yeah, like I can put politics as a label on our channel, and it's, at the end of the day, like, it's fine to me. Hive says I keep getting notifications every time someone posts a comment that user voice thing I voted for, and I hate it because my inbox is now people angry at Twitch, and Twitch being oblivious to why as usual. That sounds miserable, Hive. I hate that for you. I don't want to be involved with, like, anything on Twitch, honestly. Would you be okay tagging the stream as featuring politics? Wait, are you making a joke? Like, the tag would read politics. Okay, because I wasn't sure. Like, I'm not a big fan of Ticks. It's a terrible movie. It does have some good practical effects in it, but it's not a particularly great movie. The puppets could be wetter, honestly. I mean, The Tick is a fantastic TV show. Parts of it haven't aged great, but like as a show from the 90s, I think it has a subversive humor to it that I appreciate. Hive says, I appreciate that it doesn't affect us, but I do know people who are queer or trans who make their income largely coming from streaming, and if they're buried because some buttface at Twitch wants to capitulate to evil people, then I'd rather this whole website die and something new take its place where we can rebuild. I mean, well, I want to turn down the music a little bit because it's very loud in my ears, because I want to address that point. Like, I feel like it's a very important point, and it's a point that I do strongly agree with you on. I think it's a separate point from, like, what we're discussing in particular to us. If you want to expand that to be like, well, we shouldn't label as a protest, and I could just as easily not label as a protest, but like, you're not wrong, but I also don't know what to do about that. And I don't know if what you're saying is a call to action for us to do something. So I guess that's part of my question mark as well. Clearly you should do all the streams on Mixer instead. Is Mixer like a dating site? Because it sounds like it should be. This is going to make doing any kind of LGBT charity stream a nightmare, and fuck does that piss me off. Yes. It's a dead Twitch clone. It's been dead for like 7 years. I mean, it's shite that Twitch, like YouTube, like, well, Twitter before Twitter went and did Twitter, that they're like the only fucking game in town. Because I would love my shit to not be on YouTube. I would love my shit to be someplace that's like actually decent and congruent with my values, but like, where? It was Microsoft's attempt at entering the streaming market. I wish we had some fucking alternatives. We can label, but I'm morally opposed to the apparatus of Twitch and what the tags and category will do. Okay. And I think that's honestly the right, like, that's the right way to look at it. Because there's, I want to be clear that there is no world in which I think that this is good. Like, that's not my point in the least. When I first saw the way that the tags were going to be set up, my initial thought was that this is going to be abused, that it is going to screw over creators. It's going to make, just like with the ad apocalypse in YouTube like a couple years back, it's going to make things so much more difficult for queer creators in specific, but also like any marginalized creators and how those often overlap with queer spaces. Like, I don't in any way think that this is good. It's not a thing that I want or that I support. The question on the table seemed to be, like, how do we interact with this specifically? Like, what does this do for us? And in the specific case of us, it doesn't, either way doesn't matter. I don't think. But that's very much on a, like, nuts and bolts mechanically, what are we doing? Having nothing to do with, like, a personal or moral stance on the issue itself. The tags probably only exist because Congress got angry at anti-Zionists at Twitch. I mean, it's probably why they came into being now, but the tags seem very congruent with, like, Twitch's, what's the word that I want? Outlook is not the word that I want. Twitch's ethos? Like, the tags feel very Twitch. The tags coming now is, yeah, probably because of the Congress getting angry about anti-Zionism on Twitch, but, like, it surprises me a little bit that there hadn't been something similar to this previously. Hyde says Mixer was a streaming service that Microsoft bought and then renamed to Mixer and then almost immediately killed because Ninja wasn't enough to make it Twitch successful overnight. Okay. And Hyde says they're not going to reverse it. Much like almost every negative change they make, I'm stuck here. And that kind of loops back to what I was saying before, that I wish that there were alternate spaces that we didn't have to be stuck here. But it's like, if we want to do this, and for my own personal mental health, like, this is something that I need to be doing, then we're stuck here. The less talked about, but the third point on the rules list is your channel is going to be labeled if you talk about foreign policy, which seems more normal, but for victims of US imperialism and looks at what's happening in the world, it really shows what they wanted to do. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Like, this is all for shite, and I don't have any particularly good answers for it. But I don't think that any of us do, and I don't know that any of us are expecting us to gin up good answers in this space at this moment, but Like, I'm sharing in the commiseration for what that's worth, which is not very much. Heinz says they poached Ninja exclusively to try to grow their market share in much the same way they bought up half of everything Embracer hadn't already bought because they wanted to grow their market share for games. And Alice says there's definitely going to be an influx of Zionists labeling Middle Eastern people talking about genocide being bad while playing like The Sims 4 is political. Absolutely. That's if that's not happening already, it will be. Yeah. Particularly after this election. Because I know that Twitch is not purely an American institution by any means, but like a lot of it is. I should have had that clock on the whole time. I don't know, what am I doing here? That was a far more philosophical question that I feel like it needed to be right at this point, but I do be feeling it. Like, what am I doing here? I know it's a small channel, but regardless, I'd look into possibly beefing up that security, chat security. So imagine the next few weeks might be pretty rough for anybody using LGBT tags on Twitch. This is... I want to make very clear that this is an honest question. This is not intended, and I hope it is not read as being snarky. But just honestly, like, how do we do that? Like, what is it in this case? Like, what does it mean to beef up chat security? Because I don't. We've been spoiled, I guess, honestly, in that we haven't really had to do too many options beyond like Commander Root. But like I thought like the only real ways to set up like restrictions on chat were through subscriptions. And like can't we like we can't do subscriptions because I'm not affiliate. Pretty sure there's bots that you can link to your channel that replace automod and do a better job at auto moderation. Nightbot in the channel, auto moderation, follower only chat. You can make only followers talk in chat. Okay. Because that is something that I could definitely do. Worst case scenario, you can also switch temporarily to slow mode and emote only chat. Slow mode, I could see doing. Emote only chat, as selfish as it probably sounds, that would not work for me at all. Like, the whole point that I do this is that I can interact with y'all, and I can't do that with emotes. Like, I mean, I wouldn't know what y'all were saying because you would only be speaking in emotes, and that would infuriate me. If you need to drown out the boss or hate raid, I'd be switching to emote only and follower only if required. Okay. And just keep the stream manager open and arrange it so you can hit slow mode immediately if things get hairy. Well, I've always got it on like mod mode. I don't know like if that's an option through mod mode. One would hope. You can turn it on while you sort problem users and turn it off. And I've just had to do it for other channels you've modded for. Okay. Alright, well these are like actionable things. This is much more useful to me than like just a nebulous beef up security. And that's not a slam on you, Soup, it's just like I didn't know what that meant. I need to get Nightbot also, and that'll be, you know what, let me put that on the calendar. Let me make that the next weekend's, like next Monday's project. Cause that's the next day off, right? Nightbot. I don't want to pose any solutions because it's your channel. Well, it's not, I don't think it would be imposing solutions so much as like outlining options that I didn't know about. Look into setting up your shield mode preference and then switch to shield mode if required, if and when you get an abuser or a hate raid. Okay. Yeah, so it's kind of like it's the other side of being as lucky as we've been with the community that we have. That like this has never really been a significant issue for us. Like we've had Commander Root to filter out like the known lists of like hate raid bots, and we pick up like we've gotten assholes, but like infrequently enough that it's been like, oh wow, it's been like 8 months since we've had an asshole. So like a lot of these options, while they're sensible, have never been things that we've, or I have needed to invest a lot of thought into because they just haven't been necessary. Absolute worst case scenario, you can also switch on the requirement for chatters to have verified phone numbers. Yes. RIP LBP Nazi guy. RIP LBP Nazi guy. Oh my god, Soup! What the fuck? That's so bad. If only. I sent you a link to Twitch documentation about chat safety. Thank you. That will be a thing that I can read tomorrow? Hopefully tomorrow, after work but before stream. Oh, that's never gonna fill up. At least my stomach's not feeling like crap again. I don't know what the hell that was, but like, I didn't like it. Wasn't fun. I think you should hire Robocop from Robocop to be your next mod. Do we really want a Robocop? No? But Murphy's Robocop's a cop. Even Robocop is a bastard. What about RoboMod? I mean, isn't that just AutoMod? Do we want American Jesus to be our next mod? Wait, why? What? I don't want American Jesus to be anything. I need American Jesus to fuck right off. Have you ever published a level? Yeah. Des, yeah, I published, I published a bunch of levels, but when the servers went down, I had a LBP1 Hanami level, I had an LBP2 Hanami level, I had the train level, that was just like just eye candy on the train. I had the flags level. I had a level of links to other levels that I had played for the archives that I thought were particularly good. And I had a level to practice, to showcase like how changes in visual presentation could have an outsized effect on the way the level felt. Why is Alice saying that American Jesus should be our next mod? Wait. Who is RoboCop American Jesus? Is that what we're going with here? Yeah, I've had a bunch of levels, Des, but like not a super huge number. Oh yeah, Soup. I think you got all of them in a playlist of all things, which is fantastic, and I'm touched. I should do something different with this. Hold on. I'm not thinking particularly well, which I guess makes a lot of sense because so you messaged me last night. You're like, I see the phone icon on, and you should go to bed. And so, see, the thing about that, Soup, is that I went to bed at like 10:30 or whenever I left your stream, and I woke up at 1 in the fucking morning, and that was it. I was awake from that point. I played through like 3/4 of Signalis, like an entire playthrough of Signalis. Like I'm all the way up to the last section, because there was just there was no getting back to sleep. I felt miserable, and I was like, well, I'm not going to go to work today because I feel like absolute shit, and I'll take a nap. I did manage to finally get a nap at like 3 in the afternoon, and I woke up at 4:30. So it's been a lot, yeah. I mean, I had that for everyone I got a level from, so it's not special treatment, although I probably would have done that anyways if it wasn't standard. Yeah, I'm not, it is 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna go on break in just a second. I wanna finish this up. I want it so that the bird is only doing the birdie thing for like a minute. That's not the word that I wanted, but you know what I mean. Yeah, 2 seconds, I think. Do count down? You gotta turn parental controls on your PS4 so you don't get tempted by midnight signals again. It wasn't a temptation. Like, it was just like, well, I don't know what else to do with my fucking time. I'm awake. It's gonna be either this or it's gonna be like looking at the computer. Wait. I should do all middle-aged people in Japan clearly? Are you saying I should become a sex pot? Oh, do what all middle-aged Japanese people do. Okay. That's a little bit different. Like, I don't know about that. I don't think that that's the play. If you put it like that, it's fair. A computer's pretty crummy to be on at the moment. What if you give it Sex Cauldron? I mean, it sounds magical, Hive. And I guess I could have gone for a walk. That's an option that I didn't take. I used to do that a lot when I was in Osaka. I would just, because I wasn't sleeping when I was in Osaka either. Just like go for a walk at like 2 o'clock in the morning and come back at like 7 in the morning. That was messy. The last year in Osaka was like real messy hours. Oh, you can only see like one of those birds. Do they still have those midnight cafes with game consoles and Dynasty Warrior games? I mean, there's net cafes. There's not a lot of them, and I don't think there's... Oh, there is a 24-hour net cafe that's by where I work. And The place that I work at is open to 3 in the morning, so I guess I could just like rock up there at like 1 o'clock in the morning someday and like buy snacks and then go to the net cafe and read manga or something. I don't know. And take walks if you can't sleep. Maybe come back and eat something warm. It's not a bad idea, and it's honestly I ought to. I ought to be walking more anyways, but why would you eat a penguin at 2 a.m.? Well, like, there's a fairly well-stocked liquor section. I mean, if you're asking in general or me specifically, because me specifically, I wouldn't. But, like, if you're coming back from the bars and you need more alcohol and also maybe some cosplay, you get a lot of people who buy like cosplay at like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Konbini are open 24 hours, but Konbini, if you're going for like hard liquor, it's all cheap shit. Like it's all crap. Like if you're somebody with money who's coming back from a bar or who's going to a love hotel and you want to buy like an 8,000 yen bottle of whiskey, like, you're not going to get that at a Konbini. But you'll definitely get that at a Penguin. We sell so much fake champagne. We sell, like, so much fake champagne. Oh, no shit, did they get bought? I know that the Japanese 7-Eleven was fighting against the buyout. I lost track of the story, but that's a fairly recent story. That's like, I think that was within like the last month or so. I mean, it's fake champagne in that it's not from the Champagne region of France, so it can't be called champagne. It's like got to be called sparkling wine. And that's like what we call it on menus here. It took me a while to figure out. Like, because I always thought that the don't call it champagne, call it sparkling wine was just like a goofy kind of thing, and I just kind of wrote it out of my memory. But in Japan, like, usually it's on menus, it's like, it's not champagne, it's sparkling wine. Fake champagne stuff from Cologne, Germany. I'm gonna take my break because it's a 2-hour point, and then we're gonna go and we're gonna make some Metal Gear Solid costumes. So enjoy this, I guess, and I'm gonna go on break. I'll be back in just about 5 minutes. It won't even let you call it champagne anymore because of woke. Because of woke. What are we doing with our lives? We can't call it champagne. Yeah, I think I don't know. I don't really have anything to do with this set right now, so I think we're just gonna bounce. Oh, hold on. Give me a sec. They were asking the government, please use the clause in Japanese law. It says important in Japan companies can't be bought by foreign companies. The response was basically, hey, we love you, but you're 7-Eleven. You're not important to Japan. Damn! But good. I mean, isn't Japan, isn't Japan. Isn't 7-Eleven on the boycott list for, the divest and boycott, divest, and the other one, sanction. I haven't been to a 7-Eleven in quite a while. It's only woke if it comes from the left region of politics. Otherwise, it's sparkling opinion. Oh, it's gotta come from the left bank. If it's from the left bank, then it's woke. It's woke. Le wokeism. Le woke. Hi, thank you so much for dropping by tonight. I know that you needed to get your sleep as well, so I do appreciate that you spent a little bit of time with us. And we will see you tomorrow night, hopefully. And hopefully you'll feel much more rested. It's a thing actual French right-wingers complain about a lot. Oh my god. Right, you gotta have the accent mark, is the thing. Alright, so what do you look like? We should probably leave one of these as a robot. That might actually be kind of funny. We'll leave you as a robot. Well, okay, who cares? Yeah, who cares? People care about the wokeism. Can't have the wokes coming in and scolding everything or something. I don't know. I don't fucking know. What do I know? I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm not gonna make any goddamn sense. I am so sorry, but this is just gonna be the way it is. Where are the Sackbot Gillies? Le wokeism essaye de ruiner le canard Donald. Where the wokeism has ruined Donald Duck? I think the whiskey ruined Donald Duck, honestly. I think the duck's liver has been pickled. It's a real complaint? Donald Duck has always been woke. Donald Duck and Popeye. It's the sailors, yo. The sailors are woke. Oh yeah. I gotta set up so the channel dial moves also. I don't know if you I need to, I think, change the sticker on the channel dial to make it a little bit more obvious, but like it clicks through the channels. They removed some racist Donald comics from circulation that were made in the 50s. There are so many Donald comics, like, they can let those ones go. They don't need the, you don't need the racist Donald. Fucked up trying to ruin iconic European Donald Duck. Well, I mean, there's, I don't want to make that joke, because it's not a joke, it's probably real. I'm fairly certain that there are, probably anti-Roma Donald Duck comics. That feels like a thing that probably exists, and I hate it. Yeah, like, as soon as I started to say it, I was like, no, don't say that, because, like, that's a thing. That's absolutely gotta be a thing. Oh, Jesus, I am so sorry, Alice. How does this cycle? Like, are there any good bits in this animation? See, part of the problem is some of these animations, when you pause them for just like one piece, they don't look particularly interesting. That works. That one's okay. I don't really get how that's supposed to be walking the dog. Like, is Newton supposed to be the dog? You come up here. Oh, Kronos, it is lovely to see you. I hope you're very well tonight. Life treating you well? No, I guess life's not really treating anybody very well, but hopefully life's not treating you too badly. The thing to understand is that European right-wingers love to complain that ideas, like not being racist or whatever, is all American bullshit, and then defend our most noble European locally made heroes from the woke American menace like, check notes, Donald Duck. It's a bit hard to adjust tuning in on time since they started through Chronos. Chronos, you get your sleep. We love you, Chronos. We're glad that you're here. We are always glad that you're here, but also oh, I forgot to change tribe. It's a bit hard to adjust. Oh, I have that part. It's still 4 a.m., but that's still early. It's... It's really early, Chronos. Yo, wait, what just happened? Why? You shouldn't be that... You should be... Where'd our robot go? Right, why are you not... the robot? Oh! Because I didn't make this one disappear. Because I'm a goober. Once again, Ariel Dorfman gets proven correctly every time. Who's Ariel Dorfman? I mean, it sounds like a superhero. Ariel Dorfman on golf? At the very least, I hope you made some entertainment in the past 2.5 hours. I mean, we got a lot of good talking in, at the very least. Covered a couple of things that I think needed to be covered. Didn't make too much of an arse of ourselves. Chilean leftist sociology was co-writer of one of the most important books in terms of sociology and culture studies called How to Read Donald Duck. Huh. That's interesting. It's a book about Donald Duck as a symbol of U.S. cultural imperialism in Latin America. That's like super interesting. I was not familiar with the dwarf. Now I regret that. Why do all these hairstyles kind of suck? It's genuinely one of the most important books in terms of non-American sociology and cultural imperialism studies. Well, now I'm really going to have to make a point of trying to read that. That does, in fact, sound super interesting. It was banned in Chile by Pinochet. Fucking hell. Get you a coffee if you want. I would actually like that. I would actually like that a lot. Donald Duck is kind of the worst party member in Kingdom Hearts. Wait, for real? Pro says I currently only recognize Donald Duck as the one party member that won't stop dying in my Kingdom Hearts playthroughs. Why does Donald Duck suck so bad? How did they screw up Donald Duck so poorly? Wokeism made Donald Duck weak in Kingdom Hearts. He just spams magic at the worst times. Huh. I hadn't even considered that, like, you don't control your characters in Kingdom Hearts? Like, are they controlled by the game? I'm not making any fucking sense tonight. It's action game. You control only the protagonist Sora. The others are AI. Okay. That sounds crummy. You could set the AI to do certain things, but not have full control. So it's kind of like with Secret of Mana. Like I realize it's like that's super old school, but what people normally do is just set Donald to heal characters when weak, and maybe let him try to do some fireballs. Fireballs said in the Donald Duck voice. I can hear it in my head, and I kind of wish I couldn't. For a second, I was gonna try to say it, and I was like, "There's no way you're not pulling that off. There's no chance." Speaking of Mana, did you know they axed the entire dev team for Visions of Mana the same week that the game was released? I had no idea, and that sucks. Did they once again fail to make all the fucking money? Was that the problem? Because I feel like more often than not, a failure to make all the money is a reason why these studios get closed. It was even worse. It happened launch day? What? Was this a tax evasion scheme? Send me a copy of How to Read Donald Duck. I am excited to read that. Come here, you. I'm sorry, I know what the title is referring to, but I simply cannot get over that title. Last I checked, you flip the pages, and look at the pictures is pretty simple. Wait, about how to read Donald Duck? I mean, it's how to read it in like a media analysis kind of way. It's not how to read it like how to physically read a comic. Sorry. How long was Gravity Rush for me? I don't remember, Des. Uh, it was a while ago that I played. That's fair. That's super fair. They did not invent long titles in that era. I wonder what the Japanese like equivalent of light novels was like in the 70s. Gravity Rush 2 feels even longer than it actually is, and it's really long. A lot of them were just republishing of long books into chapters. Huh. Okay. I didn't realize that. Dune the first book was split into several books that each had a couple of chapters. Is that like where the like the upper and lower parts of books, like where that comes from? Because that's still like a publishing thing. It felt like a sequel that was obligated to be longer than the first because of its status as a development hell sequel. Like honestly, I feel like they should have made Gravity Rush 2 into Gravity Rush 2 and 3 because it goes on for way longer than it ought to. I do notice that, like, splitting the titles like that, or splitting the books, like, into upper and lower halves, it does make them a lot easier to carry around. Like, you could just put it into a jacket pocket. It's also probably affected how manga's made now. Huh. I mean, I didn't really mind the length. I just wanted it to make sense by the end. I, like, I mean, that part, yeah. Like, that would have been really nice if it made, like, even a small amount of sense by the end. But it did feel, while we were streaming, like, it did feel, by the end, like, I was ready for it to be done with. It has to do with making the books easier to bring around and read on trains and stuff. My theory is correct, and I love that for me. I feel like more of my theories need to be proven correct. A lot of Japanese media can be explained with this is the way, so some salarymen can read them on the train, or like, view watch played on the train. I'm getting really lazy with these animations, but I do want to get this wrapped by the time we get to the end of stream, because I'd like to actually look at this in front of everybody. I mean, I guess I could just use the same animations that I did for the other ones, but it's also why the Switch is the most popular console in Japanese sales right now. I mean, that, I can totally see that. I imagine that's why, like, handhelds in general have been a big market in Japan. It all comes down to the train. I mean, you spend so much freaking time on the train, so that does make a lot of sense. God, why are they so far away? I need you to be in a more manageable spot. Rare LDP, good thing. Train investment ignores that they just invested a lot because that was Japanese Socialist Party and JCP that was popular and they stole from it. I mean, at least we got trains out of it. Now picturing a new PlayStation handheld with the tagline, "Do not under..." Oh my god, that would be fantastic though. Basically, every good thing that the LDP does, they just stole it from the left because it was popular. And that sounds about right, yeah. Because they don't come up with anything decent. Like, all their decent shit is how can we grind the most out of our workforce? How can we make everybody die faster? Fun fact, the first concept of Loco Roco was the creator randomly sketching ideas on a train ride. Wait, are they planning to put the casino in Tokyo? I thought they wanted to stash that baby in Osaka. I'd love to see that. Kronos, thank you. They keep fighting over if it should be in Tokyo or Osaka. I mean, they should just fight over, like, if we should not have it, or if we should just shoot it into the moon. I think either of those would be the right answer. I will take a look at that, I promise, before we wrap the stream. I'm definitely in rush mode now. I like how Hive specifically told us not to say anything actionable, and like, I've got the quote here is, I'm voting for murder. The casino where no locals can actually gamble, and gamble, and it's just for tourism, it'll save Japan. That was, I loved that, and by loved that, I hated that. Like, it was so nakedly, let's like milk the tourists for as much money as possible. It's like everybody's like, oh no, we don't want the gambling because it's, you know, gambling is super bad for people. It's really addictive. It's like it's just a terrible idea because it'll hurt people. So let's just have it so only the foreigners can do it. Look, if they want my money, they just gotta have good food. I'm probably sold. Well, I mean, do you have millions of dollars? Kronos, because what they really want is millions of dollars. It'll be 1,000 years in the future, and the last remaining LDP Diet member, all alone wearing a Shinzo Abe and Koizumi tweed jacket, will still be trying to make that casino real. God. Also spare breach seed necklace because I lost mine. I wonder if I could find one of those. I wonder if I could send you one of those. The casino idea has been around since the 80s. No shit. I had thought that it was a little bit more recent than that. The current thing is they're saying it's going to open in 2030 in Osaka. I mean, it could be right up there with the expo. You don't have to do that. Just focus on having money and avoiding being not happy. I mean, I'm gonna try. Holly, it's lovely having you here. It's always lovely having you here. Get yourself some really good sleep. And give Mori our love. Let her know that we're thinking about her. LEP is gonna fuck it up at some point. I mean, they fuck it up every day. Is there a point where they haven't been fucking it up? Is this the last one? I think this is the last one. Yes. You know, I still don't know what emit by zone does. I've never fucking used it. Alright. Let's see if we did this correctly. Oh my god, it's actually saving. They're showing us the flywheel. The casino's gonna be on fire in the first 40 days. God. If only. If one fucks up literally every day and that becomes their normal, does that mean they're not fucking up? And that to do so, they would mean they would have to do something catastrophically bad? Please don't give them any ideas. Scroll up for some cursed PS5 Pro info. Oh god. Oh, right before I forget, the PS5 Pro has the option to enhance resolution for PS4 games, and apparently by enhanced they mean a combo of Sobel sharpening cranked to the point of artifacting with some AI upscaling for cleanup on 2D element, and it genuinely looks so gross. Alright, let's see. Oh, fudge. It's not... Hold on. Okay, it is actually cycling. Good. I was worried that it wasn't going to cycle correctly. And the emotes? I can't get rid of that pop-it, unfortunately. And making them move around. Like, they even bounce back, like they do in Metal Gear. Unfortunately, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, the way I have this set up, it means that I actually have, it takes the 6-axis inputs as well. So unfortunately, it makes the heads bob. But yeah, I figured I could set this up and like record a bunch of different like interactions and then use them as React images. If I really wanted to get ambitious, and it would be like, it would be really ambitious, but like, I could make codec conversations. Like with, whatchamacallits? Sequencers? Soup says impressive of them to build a console targeted solely towards blue check mark gaming accounts. Well, I mean, somebody's got to buy the damn thing. I mean, it is a custom font. Like, I done did that. I mean, it's custom in the sense that I snagged it off the internet. Like, I did, you know. What I need, I need like a boo like because I use lowercase I for myself. I hate that most of these fonts will force you to use an uppercase I because it's only uppercase. Had to buy 2 new PS4 controllers recently. They're surprisingly expensive for last gen. Yo, the PS4 controllers are very breakable and they are very expensive, yes. Kronos, the beady 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 sound, like in old games when they would do text inputs, like what would be a good way to replicate that sound? While I've got you here, I'm willing to go a little bit over time just to get that sound nailed down because I can't figure out what would do it. I've gone through so many PS4 controllers. It is an absolute fucking joke. I actually did something similar to that in demo, probably best to find in the retro sounds. Well, that's what it would be, but I can't think of like what tone it would be. Like what actual sound it would be. Because you would want something like... Give me a sec. That didn't work the way I thought it was going to work. If you listen to my stage 1 footage, listen to the sounds when the boss speaks. Maybe that's the sound that you want. Not right here. It'd be kind of rude to do on stream. Did you like my secret dialogue answer for demo? The bit that you explained to me? Because I did like the stuff that you were explaining to me, yeah. Try a 12 pitch. And I am going to wrap it up in like just a second. I guess something like that, yeah. You could theoretically make it faster than 0.1, but we're kind of out of time. I kind of know how to do that, but yeah, I can't. I'm not going to be able to think of it right now, but I've done something like that before. It's used sequencers on sequencers, but as has been pointed out, we are pretty much out of time. It's a really good way to go about it. It's really smooth. This was good. It was I realized that there was just like kind of a lot of moving parts to conversations tonight, and I don't feel like I did a super great job of fielding everything. Just having thoughts and words on hand. Not a strong point tonight. Hoping things kind of start to even out with the sleeping schedule. This can't go on forever. And that my brain meats will be kind of working close to normal again. Maybe eventually something like that. But you know, it's just gonna be stuff. Tomorrow we will be back to Metal Gear Solid. I just kind of wanted to have a bit of a quieter evening and not have to focus on the game and any conversations that we wanted to have, and I think that was the right choice for tonight. But like, we will be back to Snake Eater tomorrow. It'll be real fun. We got Fuckboy Catboy, and everybody loves. Yo, I think that might be my best Tumblr post yet. Like, everybody has fucking loved that post. Alice, did I send you the GIF? I gotta send you that GIF if I haven't sent it to you, because it's fan-fucking-tastic. It may be my zenith. It may be the best thing that I ever make. But right. Yeah, this is a good one, and I appreciate y'all being here with me for it. I know that. Look, it's not the best timeline. It hasn't been the best timeline forever, basically, depending on where in the world that you're living. But this last 10 years have been pretty shitty. The last 5 years in particular have been really, really shitty. And I don't know what's going to be happening from this point. I have pretty much officially signed off from prognostication because I'm not very good at it. Which is good because I tend to view things a lot more negatively than probably they deserve. But we are... I feel pretty certain that we're moving into a bad season for a lot of us, regardless of where you live. This is not a good one, folks. I ask you always to do this, but I want to be very clear and precise and specific. Please be taking care of yourselves out there in the meat space. Please be staying safe, especially if you are in one of these overlapping bits of marginalization where you have a target on your back. And even if you are not, be careful. I always do ask that we use the privilege that we have to speak for the folks who don't have that privilege, but I feel like the window and wiggle room to do that is going to shrink, and we do need to be careful even if we do have privilege. we're not really sure what the consequences are going to be looking like, and it might not know for the next couple of months. So, keep your eyes open and read the trends in your locality. That's the, kind of the specific to right now stuff. The general stuff still does apply as well, though. Make sure that you're getting all the hydration and electric eels that you need, especially all y'all down in the southern hemisphere where it's getting to be much, much warmer. I'm hearing that it's not very comfortable at the moment. Make sure that you're getting at least one meal in a day, even if it's trash food, just to have something in your stomach, because you gotta have something in your stomach. If you got medications, try to take those medications as close to schedule as your situation will allow for, but above all and overall, please do remember that you are important, you've got value. You got people out there who support you, who love you, who want you to be safe and have your best life, and it may not always be easy to accept their support, but it is genuine, and please do take it when it is offered. And I realize that I need to listen to that advice myself, but I'm the streamer, so I get to be the one that talks. But that has to do it for us here at this Go About. So for me, Disco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.